Hello and welcome to the next video of our virtual lab Practical Hope. In this video we will solve Schrödinger equation for different potentials using ODE function in Scilab. We are going to find the energy eigenvalues and the corresponding wave functions. So first case is of the Coulomb potential. Before continuing further, I suggest you to watch my previous video on how to solve Schrödinger equation using ODE function in Scilab for Coulomb potential. The present video is a sequel to that. The basics of ODE function and its implementation for Coulomb potential has been explained in detail in that video. The link of that video has been provided in the description box. So now we'll continue from where we left in the previous video. This is the program that we have already discussed on solving Schrödinger equation for Coulomb potential. Before moving further, let's look at the program quickly. Give the program a suitable title. Clear is to remove the variables in the workspace, CLC is to clear the console, and CLF will clear or reset the graphic window to default values. Then a function is defined in which first all the constants are defined. Then second order Schrödinger equation is written in the form of two first order differential equations. This is the expression for potential. Let's write it separately. E1 and E2 are the two speculated values of energies. Actual energy eigenvalue lies between E1 and E2. Then the range of R is defined along with the step size h equal to 0.01. Then Schrödinger equation is solved using ODE function. U1 and U2 are the two solutions for energy E1 and E2. Then using the bisection method we arrive at the energy eigenvalue. Finally energy eigenvalue is displayed and the corresponding wave function is plotted. Before moving further, few modifications can be made to make the program better. Write the unit of R, angstrom. Suppose we want to change R max. Then we also have to change the column number of U1 and U3 while using if-else condition. We can avoid it by defining variable capital L and assigning it the length or last column of R. Last column of R will also be the last column of U1, U2 and U3. So 2000 can be replaced by capital L in if condition. We had used for loop in the program. We can also do it using while loop. While loop will give us another advantage. We can now iterate the program till a certain accuracy in energy eigenvalue is achieved. For this, first define accuracy as the absolute value of E1 minus E2. Remove for loop and use while condition. Define accuracy again inside while loop. Now the program will iterate till the difference between E1 and E2 is greater than 10 to the power minus 7. We can also set the range of x and y axis using function replot. Now on the graphical window, the range of x-axis will be 0 to 12 and of y-axis will be minus 0.4 to 0.3. Finally, this program will calculate only one energy eigenvalue during the execution. We can slightly modify it to calculate all the energy states in single execution. So we'll use a for loop that will run from 1 to n. N is the number of energy states that has to be defined prior to for loop. Now all these selected statements should be under for loop. So cut them and paste within for loop. We are using single plot statement. So all the energy eigenfunctions will be plotted on a single graphical window. We can plot different wave functions separately by dividing the graphical window using subplot function. So we write subplot bracket 1 comma n comma I. So graphical window will be divided into one row and n columns. with I representing the corresponding position of the plot. Run the program. Number of energy states say 2, since we want both ground and first excited state. Enter the values of E1 and E2. Their values are minus 20 and minus 10 as already evaluated in the previous part of the video. So we get the ground state energy and the corresponding wave function. It's again asking for the values of E1 and E2 since n was given value 2. Enter E1 and E2 as minus 5 and minus 2 for first excited state. So we also get the first excited state energy and the corresponding wave function. We can give separate titles and increase the font size as shown in the video. Let's move on to the second potential, that is screen Coulomb potential. Here potential has an extra exponential term and we have to solve the Schrödinger equation for different values of screening constant A. We have to vary the value of the potential and include additional parameter screening constant A. First change the potential as shown in the figure. Screening constant A has to be declared in the function. It also has to be included in the list function. It will be set as an input parameter since Schrödinger equation has to be solved for different values of screening constant. So A equal to input bracket enter screening constant. Now we have to evaluate the range of energy in which energy eigenvalue lies. For this, we can also write a separate program. So copy the selected part and paste it separately. Write energy E and screening constant A. Solve the Schrödinger equation using ODE function for energy E and screening constant A and plot the wave function U. Run this program, save it. It's showing error because we have not entered the values of energy and screening constant. We have already evaluated the ground state energy for Coulomb potential as minus 13.6 electron volt. So let's take energy equal to say minus 15 electron volt and A equal to 3. Wave function is approaching plus infinity for large values of R. Change energy to say minus 8. Now the wave function is approaching minus infinity. Now change A equal to 7 and run the program again. So wave function is approaching minus infinity. Change energy to minus 15. Now wave function is approaching plus infinity. So the energy range for both A equal to 3 and A equal to 7 is from minus 8 to minus 15 electron volt. Since A equal to 5 lies between 3 and 7, so same energy range is valid. Now let's evaluate the range for first excited state also. For A equal to 7, change E to minus 5, run it, wave function is approaching minus infinity. Now change energy to minus 1, wave function is approaching plus infinity. So first excited state energy for A equal to 7 lies between minus 1 and minus 5 electron volts. For A equal to 5 also same range is valid as shown in the video. Now change A equal to 3, take energy as minus 5 electron volts and run the program again. Wave function is approaching minus infinity. Change energy to minus 1, wave function is still approaching minus infinity. Change energy to minus 0.4. Now the wave function is approaching plus infinity. So first excited state energy for A equal to 3 lies between minus 5 and minus 0.4 electron volt. Now move to the main program and execute it. Number of energy states 2, screening constant say 7, First energy guess minus 15 and second guess minus 8. So we get the value of ground state energy for A equal to 7. Enter energy range for first excited state minus 5 and minus 1. So this is the first excited state energy for A equal to 7. These are the corresponding wave functions. Give a title to both and increase the font size using access properties from edit tab. Again run the program. Now screening constant 5, E1 and E2 minus 15 and minus 8. So this is the ground state energy for A equal to 5. Now for first excited state, E1 minus 5 and E2 minus 1. So first excited state energy is about minus 1.2 eV. These are the corresponding ground state and first excited state wave functions. Again run the program. Now screening constant 3, E1 minus 15, E2 minus 8. So we get the ground state energy. Again give E1 minus 5 and E2 minus 0.4 electron volts. So first excited state energy is about minus 0.49 electron volt. These are the corresponding wave functions. Actually we forgot to change the title. It's the case of screen Coulomb potential. If you like this video, share it with your friends and colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe our channel if you haven't done it yet.